Don't forget to like and subscribe to Clubhouse
And
EBT.
I see P, he starts to talk junk, so I knife him up, right? And I tell people all the time, that's not my character, that's not anything, but I wouldn't let him talk. I said everything I needed to say. That same night, drop top, because I hit up Wack and asked him, did he know him? Drop top, P and God of Kings made a room that said Mahogany is a Clubhouse groupie. She has a back page, and we have the sex videos. So this is the night of the so-called
Whoa.
takeover. Absolutely. Now keep this in mind. I'm a business owner. I'm all of
Yes,
this.
man.
Okay. So I go in the room. Keep this in mind. I'm an admin, right? I'm still an admin. I have several accounts that are admins. Let me say this. So TT, we ain't even gonna get in touch with TT because TT threatened me as well through my text messages because she's an admin in there as well. But TT the entire time was changing around things, making me admin, making other things, switching stuff around. She's not going to admit it, but she did. Either way, that's neither here nor there. I'm an admin in the room. So I came in and did what I do best. I checkmate his ass. And I told him, you can't play with nobody like me. So I became, let me, in so many words, Queen Hova to take over. Y'all put it how you want to put it. How you take it how you want to take it. So,
Queen
so
Hova the
Queen Hova to
takeover.
fucking take over. That's what I said. So at that time, so I guess he felt upset. So what he could have done is he could have went and talked about me. He could have went and did a lot of things. So they made a room that said T Blackwell, this is her funeral. So I didn't know what it was. So what they did was drop top. I want y'all to keep this in mind. God of Kings and P went and paid some money to get my public information. They posted it on YouTube, my first name, my middle name, and my last name. They posted my children, y'all. They said Mahogany takes a bath with her teenage sons. Um, they posted my address, my phone number, cars I drive. Now keep this in mind. Y'all do know when you pull people's information, it could be incorrect information, right? So, like
Yeah.
I said to them, call the number, go to the address. I'm not there anymore, but it's the fact of the matter that you put my information out with my children. Now, this is something I don't fucking play about. So these men made a room talking about my kids. God of Kings was talking about how they're little faggots and they get fucked in the butt. This is the God of Kings that walk around. These are these men that so-called 5%ers that don't want to disrespect women. You can't do this. These men disrespected me, and I mean, I keep this in mind. I never had no issue with these men. I don't even know what the beef is with God of Kings and Don Vito because I never had an issue with them. It's just that they jumped on the bandwagon. Now keep this in mind, y'all. I'm 5'4", 160, 170 pounds. They never did none of this to no man, but you did
Yeah.
it to a woman, y'all, a woman that's by the book, that doesn't go and harass people, that doesn't do anything. So I said, I got a trick for their ass. I contacted Clubhouse. Guess what? Clubhouse contacted me back over the phone. Okay. And I explained to them the issue and what happened. They were completely disgusted. And within seconds, all three of their accounts were deleted. All three of them. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Now, I didn't have to report everything. They said it was so many reports on them and how disgusted they were. The woman played the recording back to me of everything they said. I didn't even know all the slimy sleazeball shit that they said. I didn't even know what they said, y'all. It was so disgusting to hear men who have kids say this about other kids. To say this about other kids who have nothing to do with anything. So keep this in mind, y'all. If they would have came at me, that's understandable. If you come at any adult, that's understandable. But you don't come at children, innocent children that have nothing to do with the price of tea in China. That was disgusting. That was so low. And I have so many people that are so disgusted with them at this moment. So let me also say this because they're going to say I brought up a police report. I sure did. I'm going to tell you why. Because these men in a room that I sat and heard replays that people also sent to me, Pete said allegedly, this is what he said in his words, he puts people in trunks, right? This is what he said. So I have to be careful. He's been hitting up people, telling people they're gonna find out where I live. They're sending people to find out where I stay and whatever you're gonna do. They've been threatening me. Now keep this in mind, y'all. I'm 5'4", no more than 170 pounds, okay? They have never done this to any man. You have beef with Wack, you have beef with all these other men, but you're coming at a Southern Belle who does not do anything. They have harassed me. They have, so like I told them when I was in there in that room, this is for every fucking woman that they've disrespected. This is for every person that they've doxed. This is fuck being for the men. This is for every woman that they've called out their name. This is for everybody that they've disrespected. This is for every fucking woman that they have harassed. And I mean harassed. These are supposedly so-called big-time blood members. And I said, if you a real street nigga, then what you would have done is send a woman to my door. But you what you want to do is that's how you know these ain't real men. These ain't real men. Period. I told them, I said, let me tell you something. The problem is they were mad that I didn't back the fuck down. They were mad that I stood on all 10 and I did that shit by myself. They were mad that when they posted my kids, when they posted everything, I still stood 10 toes fucking down. And them niggas drop top said, I'm gonna run this bitch off the internet. Well, here I am, motherfucker. I'm still here. I'm still here. And I'm still staying here. You're not running nothing away because these men are
That's
bullies.
right.
They have bullied me on this app. Y'all do not understand the amount of men and women that have hit my back channel and said, "Oh my God, I love you." This man, you do not understand the stories that these women have put out and sent to me and said, "This man has done this to me." Let me tell you, I have a whole group of enemies that I don't even know. These people jumped on the bandwagon of P. The only problem that I had with anybody in that room was P. And if you understand the amount of people that have tried to attack me, and I tell people all the time, yeah, I'm a motherfucking victim. You laughing, you saying this, but I never proclaimed to be in the street. Y'all was supposed to be street dudes. Y'all was supposed to handle your stuff like street people. You sent grown men to attack a 5'4", 160 something pound woman when you did not attack none of them men. None of the men, y'all. I've never heard them come at the men like they came at me. I've never heard it. I have spared these men. I have said what I had to say. But when that motherfucker told me you were, so then they started making a rumor that I got them locked up. Them men didn't get locked up, but I'm not going to say all of that. I'm not going because there's a current investigation. So you could say a rat, you could say whatever you want to say. But like I tell them, I never been on any side of the street but the fucking sidewalk. I never did anything. But when you threaten my home, you understand what I'm saying? So check the receipts. Check the receipts. That's what I
Nah,
implore you to
you don't got
do.
you don't got to prove nothing to nobody. Mahogany, Whack. What was you gonna say? Cause you done had some back and forth with that dude P a few times
Well, nah,
about
well,
black
see,
people
P
and
Hope, nah,
development
he
and
ain't.
hip hop.
He's an opportunist, right? So what he'd do, he'd come in. You know, he the worst kind of black dude, right? He'd come in and he'd like come in as a friend, but the whole time, right? He just want to get up under you, figure something out about you, stand on the side of you, see if he can get some of your followers to follow him, and then you'll look up and he'll create a false narrative to slander the very black person's name that he was just sitting there benefiting from. That's his get out. So what I did, how I handled him, I totally just ignored him, blocked him, wouldn't go to his space. And once I did that, he didn't have no more power. So, he looked at me like he did that with Mahogany, had her on stage. She was beneficial, setting up, the stage, setting up links, doing a lot of the work. And then the minute he felt like he didn't need her no more, he tapped into whatever she did. He cut her throat, but it just came back
So
on it.
that's what kind of happened with
Same
Push That
thing they
Knife
did
too.
to
Like,
Will.
that's what I was just about to say. You took the
Same
words
thing
out
they
my
did to
mouth.
Will.
Same thing with Push
Same
That
thing they did
Knife.
to Will.
Fact though,
Same
that's a
shit with
They
fucking
fact.
Reek.
definitely
That's a
did that
fact
to
though.
Will.
That's a
Look,
fact.
I want to let y'all know I got the GPS on
Salute,
that
Big
nigga P
Will.
too.
But
I
that's
got the
fucked
I
up that
got the
these content
info on that
creators do
nigga
that
too.
shit
Salute,
to
So
people
salute.
that they know work their club, built up the club, got the numbers up, was in and out the shit 24 hours, 24/7. The club going
You
good, and
can
then you
kind of
just
see it
that's
though.
fucked up.
Look, you can see it. I'm gonna tell y'all. Anytime you in somebody's room, right, and they constantly on my, you may want to get the fuck away from them, cause any minute When they think they didn't got the max out of you, me and Reek been through it already with them little dudes over there, with the little
Facts.
gremlin dudes. I call them the gremlins. I don't even call them pros, right? Soon as they think, they'll try to ball your ass up and throw you away. That's why this platform we on now, right? That's why I hold everybody accountable. Ain't no way to talk to Wack. It's all our motherfucking rule. Y'all know what's right or wrong. Y'all make your decision. Even if it's the wrong decision, we come back to the round table and we fix it. But any of them dudes like that, because a lot of those people never been in position. I've been in position pretty much all my life, whatever I was doing. Whatever I was doing, I was in position. So I'm not power tripping. I don't fiend for this shit. I really don't. I really want to pass it and administrate it off and let's break this shit up. I'd rather there's 10 of us doing something because there's a lot less on me anyway. I'd rather sit back and oversee it and watch everybody grow. But those type of people, you want to get away from them because they're going to turn on you for sure. They're going to turn on you.
So Wack, let me ask you
We
a question.
appreciate you shining this light on sis, y'all. We appreciate y'all 100.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
So
no,
Wack,
it's
let me ask you
love,
a
man.
question. So I know you've been on the app longer than me, and I know me and you, we both don't agree with people taking people's clubs over. We done talked about that. Somebody need to mute their mic. We don't agree with people taking people's clubs over because we done talked about that. Like, damn, Gotti, why they took your club over?
Well,
Like,
well, I'm going to
but
be
but in
real.
this
When something's a
situation, I
renegade
feel
club,
different.
that was a renegade.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, she was a part of the club. So, it ain't like she came in on some outside shit. Come to find out, they give Chuck a bad name too. He had started that club and allowed Gotti to run it. And what Gotti do? Gotti started cutting his throat. I guess he forgot that it was really Chuck's club. Like it runs to the Chuck, right? Some of these motherfuckers is crazy. It's just insanity, right? You know what I mean? So end of the day, I don't think she took. I just think she took control of it. I think she
That's
did
exact.
what she
That's
was
yeah.
supposed to do. It was a motherfucker drunk driving. You know what I'm saying? And she got the nigga to pull over. She told him to pull over, and somehow he stepped outside the car, and shit. She took control of the steering wheel. I'd rather she driving than the motherfucker drunk. She driving sober. You know what I
Real
mean? A
shit.
sane mind. So you know, um, P trying to keep it quiet over there because he got a loud mouth, boy, when he doing something. Trying
Oh
to
yeah,
keep it
he
No,
be
no.
acting
quiet.
in
What
the
it
hallway.
is what it is. I mean, what it is he know what he know that I got a personal phone call from Clubhouse. Not many people could get a personal phone call. Um,
Yeah.
but I got a personal phone call from them when I said what happened to my children, and like I told them, they thought that. I mean, I think everybody just in their mind essentially thought. I mean, just to be honest, that you was just gonna run me off, right? Drop Top said it quite a few times. I'm gonna run that bitch off the internet. That's what he said, and I said, I'll be damned, man. I've been here every day, still
That ain't
chilling.
go. Yeah, that
I'm
ain't go.
still,
That ain't go.
I'm
Man,
still.
we gotta respect the fact that we come from a woman. We come from a
Facts.
female, right? And like they deal with shit different than us, but that don't mean they won't deal with it. Just because they may not be as boisterous or as loud about
We
how
Right.
are
they
the
dealing with it,
thinkers.
don't mean
We use our
you can play
brain.
them stupid if you want. Majority of us on this floor grew up in a household that had to be that was navigated by a female
Fact.
alone because it
That's a
was a
fact,
single
Wack.
parent household. So
That's a fact.
men got to stop thinking that
That they run shit.
our women is stupid and don't know what's going on, man. You got to stop. You got to stop doing that shit. I know. I definitely. I know better. Like I ain't shit. I'd rather make an enemy out of all the males than the females. Straight up.
And I rather, but see, here's the thing: I'm a peaceful person. I'm a lover, right?